Live. Catherine, good evening to you. I suppose the question to ask is this going to affect the already fragile stability in Libya?
Yeah, that's the big unknown here. I mean, we've been hearing noises that Fayez al-Sarraj was set to resign, and this is going to pave the way for more peace talks. But this time there is a difference. They are going to be peace talks involving both the East and West, working towards getting some kind of national, unified Libyan political body on the scene after years and years of political chaos. Since 2014, Libya has politically been split right down the middle, with rival governments claiming legitimacy in the East around Benghazi and in the west around Tripoli. So now we've had the governments both in the east and now the government of national accord's Prime Minister, the one that was recognised by the UN, their Prime Minister Sarraj, now also saying he intends to step down by the end of October. So this could be paving the way towards something, but there's an awful lot of obstacles in the way. First of all, they have to try and come up with something that all the different sides can agree on. And it's not as simple as East and West. There are a multitude of militias throughout Libya, armed groups that have sprung up ever since the 2011 uprising against Colonel Gaddafi. It's extremely complicated indeed. There's a lot of tribal politics in there as well. Added to that, I mean, until a few months ago, there was open warfare in the country, and that conflict has really reached a stalemate with a dividing line right down the middle of Libya from Sirte running south towards Jufra. And at the moment, that's just a stalemate. And it became a huge proxy war with all these regional and global powers involved as well, accused of sending arms in. So at the moment, that's just on standby. So we don't know what's going to happen to that. And then there are, of course, a lot of internal infighting in Tripoli as well. People already looking at who could take over. So it's far from a simple scene and a simple path to any kind of nationwide elections and peaceful resolution at all in Libya.
Indeed, many issues, as you say there, Catherine, simmering away in Libya. Problems, it appears, just waiting to erupt at any moment. What is the immediate future, do you think?
Well, so Fayez al-Sarraj said on Libyan television tonight that he intends to step down by the end of October. And I really think we have to look carefully at that wording because he is not immediately resigning. He said he hopes to hand over by the end of October to a new government. And that is a big if, because at the moment there's no one ready and waiting just to take his place. So, you know, these political deadlines come and go in Libya very often, and it's very possible we could see that end of October deadline running over. And there's a lot of frustration building. We've already seen demonstrations throughout Western Libya and in the east recently, with people really fed up of what's been going on, ordinary Libyans fed up with really long power cuts, cost of living going down. They've lived through conflict as well, the reports of rampant corruption. So there's a lot of pressure on the politicians to get this right. In the immediate terms, it's probably not going to change anything. The negotiations are going to get underway now in Geneva, so that's going to give momentum perhaps to them. But we're going to have to look and see what rifts now will emerge, what infighting will come next. And this is going to be a bit more of a long-term process, but it is a significant moment nonetheless.
Catherine Norris-Trent, thank you very much indeed.